So in Unit 11, Lesson 4, we are going to be measuring time intervals in minutes. Our objective today, I will measure time intervals in minutes using different strategies. So as you recall, boys and girls, in Lesson 3, the three strategies that we took a look at was to use a clock and count forward or backwards to add our minutes. We also took a look at adding minutes to find out how much the new time would be with the addition or subtraction of minutes. And then we also used the number line to help us count intervals of minutes. So we're going to be looking at our first problem. It says, what time is it? Solve for the time intervals. The time that we're looking at is 12:25, and we're going to be seeing what time it is 17 minutes before and 17 minutes after. So using our clock, we're going to begin counting 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So when we count it that way, we see that our minute hand has moved from 12:25 all the way to 12:42, because that's 40, 41, 42. We can also see if we can add in this instance. So 25 plus 17 gives us 42, like we said. So our new time is 12:42. Let's take a look at what happens when we look at 12:25, 17 minutes before. So let's go -5, -10, -15, -16, -17. So in this case, we have 25 minus 17 will give us 8. And if we look at our new time, if our new minute hand were here, we would see that it would be at 12:08. Okay? And there we have it, 12:08. So let's look at the number line now. We're starting at 12:25. And we're skip counting 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, okay? We have 12:30, 12:35, 12:40, 12:41, 12:42. Now, 17 minutes before, -5, -10, -15, -16, -17. We have 12:20, 12:15, 12:10, 12:09, and 12:08. Okay? So that's that problem. And hopefully from Thursday, boys and girls, you find a strategy that you feel comfortable with and what really works for you to solve these problems, okay, as you begin practicing the three of them. For this problem, we're looking at 5:30, and this time we're looking at 40 minutes before and 40 minutes after. So let's begin. We're going to always start with after, for me, just because it's easier. So I have 5:30, counting in increments of 5, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, so we end up here. Let's count. 5:30, 5:35, 5:40, 5:45, 5:50, 5:55, 6 o'clock, 6:05, 6:10. Now remember, boys and girls, as whenever we cross the 12, it takes us into a brand new hour. So we have 30 plus 40 giving us 70 here. So we know that this strategy won't work for finding the time. Okay, so we've just gone ahead, counted around, and we end up at 6:10. Okay, so before we begin looking at 40 minutes before, we're going to clear our screen because it may be getting a little confusing. So let's now go 40 minutes before. Okay, so we have 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20, minus 25, minus 30, minus 35, minus 40. Okay, so now we can begin counting backwards. We have starting at 5:30, we have 5:25, 5:20, 5:15, 5:10, 5:05, 5 o'clock, 4:55, and 4:50. Okay, so we end up at 4:50. So 30 minus 40 won't work in that case to do the subtraction. And like we said, we have 450. Here is our number line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 535, 540, 545, 550, all the way to 610. Okay, going backwards, we have minus 5, minus 10, all the way to minus 40. And just as we did with our clock, we can go ahead and count those intervals. And as we see, we get the same answers as before. Okay. For this one, the next two problems, boys and girls, you'll find in your math book. So this is the guided practice, and starting time here is 2:40, and we're looking at 12 minutes after, 12 minutes before. So starting at 12:40, we have 5, 10, 11, 12. And once again, for the singles, boys and girls, we don't take big leaps, but we're just looking at the individual lines. That means 1, okay? Have a measurement of 1. So we're at 2:40. This would be 2:45, 2:50, 2:51, 2:52. Let's see if we can add it and get the same thing. So we have adding the minutes, 40 plus 12 equals 52. So our new time is 2:52. Let's go in the other direction. Minus 5, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12. Counting backwards, we have 240, 235, 230, 229, 228. That is our new time. Let's see if we can subtract and get the same answer. So we have 40 minus 12 equals 28. And our new time is 2:28. We can do the same thing using our number line. We have minus 5, minus 10. I'm sorry, plus 5, plus 10, plus 11, plus 12. And the times there are 2:45, 2:50, 2:51, 2:52. Now, when we are taking away time or moving backwards, minus 5, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, and the times there, 2:35, 2:30, 2:29, and 2:28. Okay. Our last one together. In this problem, we're starting at 10:35, and we're going to look at 35 minutes before and 35 minutes after. So let's begin. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and let's count. So starting at 10:35, we have 10:40, 10:45, 10:50, 10:55, 11 o'clock, 11:05, and 11:10. Okay, so let's see if we can add our minutes together to get an answer. So once again, we have 30 plus, oh, I'm sorry, this should be actually 35 plus 35, giving us 70. Let me see if I can change that. So this is 35 and 35. Because we started at 10:35, added 35 minutes, but we still get 70. And as we know, this will not really help us in solving our problem, okay? So now let's look, so we'll go ahead and cross that out and use a regular time, all right? So now we can count backwards. So -5, -10, -15, -20, -25, -30, -35, -40, -35. Okay, let's stop there. Still going. As we count backwards, we find that we have 10:35, 10:30, 10:25, 10:20, 10:15, 10:10, 10:05, and 10 o'clock. We cannot use subtraction here for, well, actually we can. So for this one, it would be 35 minus 35, and that would give us 0. This would give us 0, okay? So our time would be 10 o'clock. Okay. And that should be it. For that part. Sorry. Okay. 10 o'clock there. All right. So now, boys and girls, let's look at our number line. So we're counting 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and we can fill in the times at 10:40, 10:45, 10:50, 10:55, 11 o'clock, 11:05, and 11:10. Okay, now going the other direction, subtracting fives, we have -5, -10, all the way to minus, oh, this one, oh, boys and girls, I'm going to stop it here because the our number line isn't correct there. Let me look at our times. Our times are correct. So please, I'll just fix it here. Just these two actually. -30 and minus 35. Okay, but our increments may be a little off now that I corrected them, however, and then we have the correct times there, which are the same as the previous screen. Okay, well, that concludes our lesson for today. Please go ahead and take a look at the independent work for final check for understanding on your own, and also the student work that you should be doing on your own. Okay, so I thank you for your time and I look forward to seeing you all later. Take care.